Hi woodworkers, it's Jeff Vollmer once again in the wood shop. Christmas is over, New Year's is done, the hustle and bustle, the rush is done. It's time to relax. It's cold outside. It's time to take our new toys and go to the shop and play. I'm going to make a new box today for you. This is chapter 5 in my book. It is the most wondrous little piece, I think, because it teaches us lessons to work with what we have. We're going to learn to work with a big old crack in a piece of wood and make it part of the box. This is the box in the log. Today we're using a Pegas bandsaw scroll saw. We got a number 12 blade on here. This is a workhorse of a blade, a wonderful blade. So we've got about a little over 6-inch diameter piece of cedar log here with a big old crack down the middle. And we're going to do our work through this crack. So our work came in, our blade came in through the crack. First we sliced off the top, then we brought our blade in through the crack and cut off half of the log. We cut off the bottom, came in and cut away the other half of the log, and of course glued the bottom back on. Now we have our box, a really nice, wonderfully bizarre shape. Unlocks, slide it open, lift out our inside lid, a wee box inside with a little drawer for that. Now, normally when we enter a box, we enter it behind the key so to hide our entry point. But in this box, we entered it through the crack. So once we finish hollowing it out, I cut this little brace in here, and you can see the crack where it ends, right in the middle of that brace. Now by gluing this brace in place to the crack on each side, to the bottom and to the other side, our box is now structurally sound. It's not going to warp, it's not going to change, and it's strong. So we used that crack, kept it, and made a wonderful box out of it. So without further ado, we shall get to the mechanics of making a king safe. Now I have taken the liberty of cutting the top off of our blank already, and the reason I did that is it was too tall to fit under the Pegas. So I have a bigger bandsaw and I use that to slice off the top. Well, here's our top, maybe half, 5/8 inch thick, something like that. I'm not big on measuring, folks. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come in through this crack and we're going to cut away half of the log, making a dovetail on each side so it will lock in place. The first thing I do is gently work that blade into my crack. I'm going to fall in a little bit where I'm cutting wood. And I make my first turn here. Cut away half of the log. Usually I like to leave a little over half an inch or so. And sometimes there will be more minor cracks in the log, as I'm approaching right now. So what I'm going to do is kind of swoop in here a bit, which will save the inside of our box. It'll be fun. There's where I swoop into that crack. And I make my dovetail on the other side here. And we bring the saw on out. Let's see how we did here. Okay, we've cut away one half of the log. Like I say, this big indent right here is because there was a smaller crack. So I kind of left some more meat in here to make sure it'll be strong. This will now get glued on top of this. So the top of our work will look like this. This will slide up and down. So that's our top half. Put this out of the way now. Now we have to cut the bottom of the box. And let's see if we can fit this little puppy under our Pegas. It's pretty tall. Uh-oh. Which way is it? Where's my bottom mark? I don't have a bottom mark. I'm confused now. Let me start over. Okay. This is our top. Just gotta make sure we got it set right. We do. We're still on top. Now we will put a mark here. Bottom. In my haste, I forgot to do that. Now let's see if we can fit this under this saw. Oh, just make it there. Let's see, yes. There's our level point. Trying to find a spot here where it's going to cut more level than not. We're just going to make it. So we're going to cut out the bottom now. And again, I'm closing one eyeball here, and I'm just going to cut straight line I can cut. Here's our bottom. Now we're going to cut away the other half of the log. Okay, so we cut away the other half of the log. So now we have our bottom. Now let's see here. That's the top. So this goes in. Make a mark right here. That's where I want to put my keyway. So I like to put it in the back. So we'll set the bottom here out of the way. Now we're going to make our puzzle box out of this piece here. Kind of neat looking. So first thing we want to do is we want to cut a handle in it so we can get it out of the log, right? So let's see what we can do here. Cut a little handle. We see how it measures up level-wise. It's wonderful. So I'm going to come in, cut myself just a wee handle. Like that. Now, our next cut is to cut off the bottom of the box because it's going to be a puzzle box, so we must Slice off the bottom, maybe quarter inch thick or so, you know. Again, line helps you make a line. I usually don't. Now here's that mark where I wanted to make my locking key. So we'll bring our guide down a wee bit here. And make ourselves a locking key. This number 12 blade is just wonderful for puzzle boxes, by the way, folks. Just the right dimensions. Okay, now we got to cut off our top. We have a key. So let's see here. Can we make a top on this puppy? Come over. You got to hold it real still here because you're kind of working on points. So you want to make sure that you try not to rock the piece any more than you have to. Very often when you cut one of these, you'll find it only slides one direction because you gave it a wee rock when it was being cut. Now, let's see how I did. It goes that way fine. Oh, it goes that way fine too. Look at that. We go both directions. Wonderful. Okay. Our lid is off, and we're going to come in now again through this crack. Hey, I'm back. This is part 2 of boxing a log. We broke an old blade, so we put on another one, and we're ready to go again and finish this box up. When we broke the blade, we were getting ready to hollow the box out, coming in through the crack. So I'm at the crack right here, and I'm going to bring the blade in through the crack. Hollow our box out. I'm just following the contour, you know, giving myself a at least a quarter-inch wall. You know, that's up to you, what you feel comfortable with. But about a quarter-inch wall is where I want to be. And I love this bizarre shape. It's just such fun. You know, why not make the inside just as bizarre as the outside? Well, here we are. I'm coming back out where I came in, right through the crack. So I've done my work now through the crack. At this point, we need to cut off our inside lid. Now, it's because it sits funny. You want to make sure that you're level, and you can see that's not level with the blade. Let's see how this side looks. It's better. And we'll try it. There we go, our top's cut off. Now we're going to bring our blade guide way down here. Okay. You can still see the crack here. It runs, about another inch and a quarter into the wood right here. So we have the crack, and that crack must be joined. In other words, the box is simply not stable. It can be crushed easily, it can warp, it can change, so we have to seal that crack. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out the crack. Now what I've done here is cut a framework for what is going to be our miniature box inside. That framework has got the crack right in the middle of it. And when it gets glued in place like that, it's going to make this box structurally sound. So that is learning to work with that crack. Now we got to do something with this. This is going to be our little inside box. So why don't we start by kind of trimming off the top of it a little bit, clean it up, make it flat at least. Okay, let's put a handle on it so we can get it out. Okay, we got a nice handle. Okay, let's cut off our bottom. Cut off our top. And let's see, we got a drawer in there, huh? There we go. The bottom goes on, and the top goes on. Now let's take our wee drawer here, or a piece of wood, I should say, and make a wee drawer. Get another handle. Then we retrieve it, cut off the bottom. And there's a slide right in here. Now that will cut you out. There we go. We now have a wee little drawer which goes into a wee little box. Which goes into a bigger box. Now the only thing left here is more support for our inside lid. Our inside lid goes here. And we got good support right here, but we should have a little support over here. So this is our blank of wood we took out. And let's see here, the opposite side of that is this. So I'm going to cut just a little slice off of this piece here, like that. This will act as a shoulder right in here. Now when that's all put together, that supports our inside lid, which supports our outside lid, which is then locked up. I want to say thanks. Have a great New Year, folks. This is Jeff at the Wood Shop. Take care.